Kelly Clarkson, Carrie Underwood, Jennifer Hudson, just a few of the artists Fox's hit show American Idol propelled into superstardom. And now Fox is pulling the plug. The network announcing the next and 15th season will be the swan song for the hit talent show hosted by Ryan Seacrest. Launched in 2002, American Idol was an instant smash and made a household name of everybody's favorite villain, Simon Cowell. We do need to reveal that until 2013, 21st Century Fox was part of the same company as News Corp, the owner of the Wall Street Journal. Joining us now to discuss all of this is Brian Balthazar, entertainment and pop culture expert. Brian, thanks so much for being here. So this is the end of an era.
It is. This is a big show. It had a great run. I think it's the right time because the ratings have become a little bit challenged. So I think they're picking the right time.
So what are, in 2006, the average American Idol ratings, 30 million viewers.
It actually peaked at 36 for the finale. So that was a big, huge number.
But then
unstoppable.
Cut to 2014, and we're looking at 10.2 million.
Yeah, and most recently, the weeks have been in the 7 range. So there are shows that are more successful and a lot cheaper to make, and that's part of the problem.
Is that part of the problem? Because I was going to say, you know, even though we're not looking at 30 million, it's 10 million.
These are numbers that most shows would still love to have. There are a lot of shows that got canceled last week that are not making near this number, but it's expensive. And when you think about the fact that the hosts and the judge, now Ryan Seacrest, who's probably the biggest star to come out of this show,
and he's probably the show's biggest expense at this point.
He is one of the biggest expenses, actually. There was a point where the show's talent alone was about $50 million in expense.
Incredible.
And it's already expensive when you consider there's a stage, there's talent, there's music rights. It's a very expensive show.
And Fox has some other hits right now. Empire. Huge, right?
And the beauty of that is it's doing better. It also attracts new viewers. I think people know American Idol's deal. They know what they're going to get. So it's not attracting a lot of new eyeballs. And that's what they need, and that's what Empire brings them.
But is there a risk that you might alienate sort of those loyal viewers?
Well, there's always that risk, but I think if you keep it on too long, you're going to alienate them as well. People like fresh, new, exciting things. Empire has brought that to them. And the truth is, they're not making the money they used to make on it. It's a cost-benefit analysis like anything else, like any other business. So I think they're realizing, let's not leave when it's really bad. Let's leave when it's pretty good and really make this last season, which debuts in 2016, be a really amazing season.
I mean, and there was more competition for these sorts of shows, right? The Voice.
It's become very saturated. America's Got Talent, X Factor. Simon Cowell left American Idol to go do X Factor. Now there's America's Got Talent. They're all over the place.
Are U.S. viewers just tired with this type of show at this point?
I think it needs, and I think they acknowledged it today, that it just needs a shot in the arm. They need to reinvent the music genre. The Voice is doing very well, and they're probably the happiest people on the block today. But there's got to be, we've seen enough panels of 3 people in the audience. We see that, we know that shot. You can't even tell what show it is anymore.
And these shows seem to be so character-driven. So without the Simon Cowells, without you need those stars to really carry the show.
And they cost a lot of money. And the interesting thing is, though, that those keep costing a lot of money even when the ratings go down. That cost doesn't go away because American Idol, they've cut costs on that. You know, they've reduced the number of finalists going out of the gate. They've stopped showing a fancy house in the show so they lodge them in cheaper places. All of these little cost-cutting things have happened.
Oh my goodness! And so, aside from Empire, what else does Fox have on the agenda? Do you know?
Oh God! Well, they have a couple new series. They've canceled a bunch. They just had their upfront. They've got a few new things on slate. Empire, they're really hyping that up, and they're going to do 18 more episodes of that and split it between fall and winter.
It's a fun show. We love that show.
And they're the ones going on tour. Some of those singers are going on tour. You see the parallels between American Idol and Glee. They would take that show and find like a new opportunity for generating revenue.
Absolutely. It's all about the new. All right, Brian Balthazar, thank you so much for that.